Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. And my apologies, I was here on time, but I started coughing literally right before I was about to actually turn the music down there. So I let the music run while I coughed my lungs out. So, ladies and gentlemen, today you join me at a most peculiar location, my desktop. And you'll notice that sitting there in the corner is Minecraft. That's because this is going to be a very weird stream. I've built Legos on this stream. I've built a computer on this stream. I usually play games. Today, I'm going to be building crafting recipes in the background. This is basically the last bit of work I actually have to really do on the mod pack before it's ready for its final testing stage, where I release it to the Discord community for testing before I release it to the public. That's weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and dig into some stuff today, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to do some crafting recipe tweaking, and I'm going to have to actually probably read a lot of stuff. This is going to be a weird stream. I don't blame you if you tune out for this one. It's going to be weird, but we're going to build a mod pack, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, let's fire up our folder here and actually get some stuff opened up, shall we? Let's see, we're going to want to open up scripts folder. I'm gonna get that over here. It's currently empty. We can, I believe it's CT examples. Or examples, the examples folder. Excellent. And then we can do this folder here. And there we go. We have all kinds of examples here. So yeah, this is, like I said, it's gonna be a weird one. We're gonna learn how to change recipes and stuff like that. So, if you watch this whole episode, you can undo everything I do once you install this mod pack, if you so choose. Or, you can go and build your own mod pack. All kinds of fun things. Let's see. All kinds of fun possibilities are out there for you, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, we're going to open up Craft Tweaker crafting recipes, because the only thing we're really doing is crafting recipes. We don't need to change loot tables. Forge events. Standard forge events when we're done there. And we'll open up tags as well, just because I feel like I'm going to need them. All right, let's get this thing maximized, shall we? And we'll put Minecraft in the corner there so that people have something to look at that isn't a block of text. Oh, that's not actually gonna, yeah, it's not actually gonna show up there because I'm gonna type on this. All right, so that's tags, events, and crafting recipes. This is all commented out, so it doesn't do anything, and we're gonna be able to just look at this. There are two kinds of recipes, and I'm going to be reading this mostly for myself, but I am absolutely going to be speaking it out loud because that helps me focus. But, like I said, let's get into it, shall we? There are two kinds of recipes, shaped and shapeless. This much I know. I actually used to know how this works. I've just forgotten all of it because it's been like 6 years since I built a mod pack. Let's see. There are two kinds of recipes, shaped and shapeless. Shaped means the order of items is important. Yep. And shapeless means that items can be anywhere in the crafting grid as long as all items are there. I die mixing. Yep. Shape recipe requires you to provide a name, output, and inputs. As you can see, you can also return more than one item, in this case 10, but your ingredients all have to come in a stack size of 1. Crafting table add shapeless chop ingot. Minecraft gold nugget times 10. So the output is Minecraft gold nuggets, and then you have to have a gold ingot anywhere and a flint. So that's a shapeless. Shaped recipe, similar to the shapeless one, requires you to write a name, output, and inputs. Since crafting tables require you to specify where in the crafting grid the items need to go, here's reference. In shaped recipes, unlike shapeless ones, you may be required to state that a slot may accept nothing. You do this by using item Minecraft air. Yes, I remember that, actually. Let's see. Right, and you have the 3 level separate grid there. So this is just a representation of what it looks like in-game, essentially. This is what it looks like in the code. So here you can see that you can use this item Minecraft air for an empty slot. You can also see that the recipe uses only 2 rows. This means that you can craft this recipe in the first and second row in the crafting grid, or the second and third one. Crafting table add shaped diamond helmet from emeralds. Minecraft diamond helmet, emerald, 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 and then another row, emerald, emerald, emerald air, emerald. So you put 5 emeralds on a bench, you get a diamond helmet back. It's a shaped recipe. Yep. You're also working on multiple lines, as that may make it easier. So this is probably how I'm going to do mine, because this makes a lot more sense in my brain, rather than straight across like this, where it'll basically be a line, and so this one compresses coal into a diamond block. So you get a diamond block back if you put in, looks like 8 coal. Yeah, diamonds surrounded by 8 coal. Yep. So that's how that kind of thing would work. Irreversible here, we'll use ingredient transformers. It means that items in the crafting grid will transform to something else. A well-known example of this is a filled bucket being transformed to an empty one. The transform damage transformer causes used iron sword to take 1 point of damage whenever crafted. Careful, this won't be affected by enchantments. Crafting table adds shapeless. Example, transformer, any damage, transform damage. So an iron nugget, what would this put out? This puts out an iron nugget, I think. Reuse transformer causes the item to stay in the grid. This recipe would allow you to extract an infinite number of diamonds when you place a diamond sword in the crafting table. Transformer reuse. Right, so okay. Transformer any damage, transform damage. That would cause the sword to take damage, but would make iron nuggets. Right? Transformer reuse, Minecraft diamond, put a diamond axe. Oh, it says diamond sword here, but this says diamond axe. Those are different things, game. Or node. Hashtag no load. The line above will prevent the script from running, ensuring examples do not affect your current setup. Feel free to comment or remove the line if you want to see a particular example in action. Feel free to comment or remove the line if you want to see a particular example in action. So, I think I understand how all this works. I don't think I need to see an example. Oh, I'm also going to get rid of Shiv ZS. This was actually an RL Craft example of theirs. So this is what RL Craft's one of their tables looks like. They have multiples of these. As you can see, I think this one's 2,000 lines. Yeah, 2,000 lines of recipes. That's RL Craft. I'm not doing that heavy of a mod pack. I'm only doing like 9 or 10 recipes, honestly. I'm not doing a lot. My intention with this mod pack is for you to be able to play the mods as they are intended, except for one mod that I really want to be in there, but I want you to be able to use it for end game stuff. I want it to be locked behind, you know, really getting towards the end of the game. I want you to have multiple ways to unlock it. Originally, the idea was to be the Ender Dragon to unlock it. Oh, and also for the mods I'm referring to, by the way. If you pull up Minecraft real quick, we can actually real quick open this up and we can see it. Don't worry about any of this. I'm just gonna grab this real quick. This is the mod to which I am referring that I want to be difficult. So we're gonna call this Waypoint 1. And we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna call this Waypoint 2. So these are waystones, right? If you have played any modded Minecraft, you're probably familiar with waystones. You basically, you right-click on a waystone, you take it, you click it, and it takes you to the other waystone. It's just like that. And you can do that from literally any distance, anywhere in the world, including across dimensions. I'm not going to bother building one, but if I were to build another portal, you'd be able to see that as well in action. That would work just like that. So, from there, let's go ahead and put this back. What I have here is the various recipes here. So the reason I bring this up is the way it's going to work. I'll bring up Sandy Waystone, because why not? So, the different biome, basically, the recipes for all the waystones are all the same. They're a block material, obsidian on the bottom, and a warp stone. And the way I'm going to change these recipes is I'm going to change the ingredients of the warp stone. Because this is free, infinite teleportation across any distance in the entire world. It would kind of negate the use of having, like, elytras or horses for early... So, early game exploration is going to be on foot, right? The elytra, or your horse will make exploring on foot pointless. Your horse will be further outdated by having an elytra. And then your elytra, for long-term transportation, that has to go multiple ways, will be negated by a waystone. So, the idea here is to make the waystone more expensive, because as it is, the warp stone only costs 4 ender pearls and 4 amethysts to make. Now, mind you, amethysts are not the easiest thing to find, but with modded Minecraft, there are other ways to get amethysts. Namely, in that you can get them in dungeon chests, which, to be fair, that's the ancient city, but you should be able to get them at other places as well. I swear to God, I found some amethysts in a loot chest in one of my chests, so that's why one of the reasons I'm making them more expensive. Also, because amethysts feel like they're not that expensive. They're an overworld thing, so I don't know. I don't like the idea of it. But the idea is to eventually reward the player with being able to craft these waystones as much as you want. These are the items I'll be using for them. They're not actually insanely expensive, but it's not also going to be all of these. Basically, each core mod essentially is going to lead you down a path to make waystones and their weaker version warp plates and scrolls. Warp plates are made very similar to warp stones in that they are warp dust, a flint, and 4 stone blocks. Warp plates are a bit weaker. Waystones can go to any waystone, and you can have an infinite number of waystones connected to each waystone. Warp plates, it only goes 1 to 1. So it's a bit cheaper, and by a bit cheaper, I mean it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot less powerful. So the way I plan on doing this is to make it that the warp dust is more expensive. So the warp dust requires either a mode of Ender, or basically one of these items. Basically, down here to make a warp stone, you need any 2 of these items. So these 2 items are from Mana and Artifice. These 2 are from Ember's Rekindled. These 4 are from Alex's Caves. So you'll need a combination of 2 of these or 2 of these to make a warp stone. Or you can progress through Mana Artifice, you can make a warp stone. Progress through Ember's Rekindled, you can make a warp stone. Progress through Alex's Caves by exploring the world, you can create a warp stone. To create a warp plate, you need to create warp ash or warp dust, which I will be changing this recipe to be this plus any one of these items. These are items also from Alex's Caves and from Ember's Rekindled and from Mana and Artifice that are much lower on the tier than these items down here. These are more expensive, these are cheaper, so I want these to be cheaper. Honestly, in my opinion, that's pretty simple. The only other thing is that the warp stone, I'm going to replace that emerald with another star. So that to make these things, you have to kill a wither. Because quite frankly, if you're at this point in either of these mods, killing a wither should not be a problem for you. As honestly, like, withers aren't even that strong in vanilla Minecraft, let's be honest here. Like, withers aren't that strong. Anyway, and then of course, the weakest version of all these teleportation items is the scrolls. Scrolls can only return to a waystone. So these are essentially a one-way teleportation. I'm going to make these more expensive by switching out these purple dye for warp dust instead. So the warp dust will be more expensive, and then the plates cost 4, and these are only going to cost 1, 3, and 1 respectively. I think it's 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's only 1. Okay. So these are going to be cheaper using dust. These are going to be the cheapest, like one-off things if you only have 1. Also, this recipe, I'm going to make it so that instead of getting 4 this recipe, you only get 1. That's the idea on ways to make this more expensive and more likely for you to pursue other elements, because I believe Mana and Artifice also has a method of teleportation in it, as does Alex's Caves, I believe. I'm not 100% certain about that, and we'll adjust the recipes as we go. If I find these recipes are too cheap, I'll make them more expensive. If I find them too expensive, I'll make them cheaper. It's honestly, that's one of the beautiful things about making this mod pack myself, is I can change it to be however I want. And you can also do that. If you want to undo everything I do, all you have to do is go delete the scripts folder. And once you download the mod pack, and you'll be good to go. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, from there, the only other thing that I was considering at the moment was the removal of a mod, but that's not important right now. Let's go ahead and pop this back pop this back out of full screen. Back into this little tiny box. Okay. From here, Forge events. Forge events are exactly what? It's files only relevant to Forge. If you're using Fabric, this will not work. We are using Forge for the moment. This is... I don't believe there's any events we're interested in. I don't think there's any Forge events we're interested in right now, so we're just going to go ahead and close that. And then tags. Tags are a method of grouping registry objects together, items, blocks, and types of fluids, to name a few. Tags are commonly used in recipes to group variants of items together, such as being able to mix oak planks and birch planks to make sticks. However, tags are not limited to recipes, and only some very interesting use cases outside of recipes. Some interesting use cases for tags. So we actually could... Interesting. This would actually work really well, I think, for the Alex's Caves, where we can make it so you can find any of the 4 really expensive things, and you can use that to make the warp stone. Any combination of 2 expensive things by just making them all the same. The only problem with that is then you'd be able to mix them, or you wouldn't have to mix them. In other words, you'd only have to go to one of the cave biomes to actually make it. I think it's better to just make separate recipes, which I will do. I'm okay with that. It's a little extra legwork. I'm okay with that. Game currently only registers tags for items, blocks, energy fluids, energy types, fluids, game events, and biomes. Let's see. Hang on. Some main use cases for tags are Minecraft bamboo plantable on, lets you change what blocks bamboo can be placed on. Climbable lets you mark blocks as climbable, and mobs to climb them like a ladder. Interesting. Enderman holdable. Let's make a block holdable by an Enderman. I might do that. Just to make it so that Enderman steals shit from your base. Anyway, no, I actually know a lot of people hate that. I love it, but I know a lot of people hate it. Let's see. Oh, also, poll results, by the way, in case someone missed it. Once we are done testing things, we'll be starting over in hardcore. That's gonna be fun. The people have spoken. Anyway, I think it was 7-3, so that's gonna be a fun one. Anyway, so from here, yeah, mineable axe. Oh, pickaxe, shovel. Let's make box mineable from tools. Fair enough. Axolotl, always hostiles. Let's see, make axolotl always attach an entity type. I presume it means attack an entity type. Anyway, freeze immune wearables. This makes wearing certain armor makes the player immune to freezing from powders. No. Oh, interesting. Okay. There are a plethora of other types tags game supports. You can find a full list by doing a CT dump tag manager and looking in the Craft Tweaker mine log file or CT dump brackets and looking in the CT dumps tag manager. Craft Tweaker, you can create completely new tags. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Add elements to existing tags added by the game, Forge Fabric, or any other data pack you may have loaded. Remove elements from existing tags added by the game, Forge Fabric, or any other data pack you may have loaded. Some tags such as biome, game event, and dimension type may not have their elements be exposed to scripts or just not easily accessible to scripters to be able to add or remove them from a tag. So the Craft Tweaker allows you to add and remove from tags using the name of an element. For example, instead of writing Minecraft wool.remove Minecraft white wool, you can write Minecraft wool remove ID resource Minecraft white wool. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get into tags. I don't know if I'm going to need them, but it's good to have this information if we need it. Also, I see someone's watching right now. What is wrong with you? I am not an entertaining person when it comes to coding. You know, maybe I should put up a webcam for this one. Actually, because this is a weird freaking stream. Hang on a second. Where's my webcam currently look like right now? Give me 1 second. Lights, so they're not pointed into the camera. This is a weird stream, but whatever. It's weird. It's only gonna get weirder, ladies and gentlemen. Only gonna get weirder. And there we go. Now I'm on stream. Oh my god, I am a person that exists. I'm like a real streamer now. Look at me. I'm in the corner of the screen. Oh no. All right. So, what are we doing? Probably stuff. Probably should do stuff. Let's see. Okay, what was I looking at before I got distracted by that? Can I turn this down a little bit? Yeah. Oh no, you can see my earbuds. Yeah, that's me. Put that off there real quick. There's no possibility, even though I know my camera's not that high resolution. Anyway, okay. Let's see. What was I doing? Craft Tweaker. Right. Yep, look at that. Someone is still watching. Someone's a maniac. I don't know who on earth would be watching this. All right. Let's take a gander. So we need to go back to the examples folder real quick. We're going to actually need to... Oh, there's a Farmer's Delight thing. I am not tweaking Farmer's Delight. I have no intention to tweak Farmer's Delight. Everything in Farmer's Delight is working exactly as intended right now. I don't want to touch it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's see. Hello World? Like every proper programming language, we need to start with a Hello World example. This will print Hello World without the quotes in the Craft Tweaker log file. Print in Hello World. No load. The line above will prevent the script from running. Ensuring examples do not affect your current thing. Let's go ahead and start a new file real quick. So we're going to go ahead and do show more options. New. We're going to do a text document. We're going to do .zs because that's the files we're using here. And I'm going to change this to be... What would this be? EA1? Sure. Yes, I'm well aware what happens if you change a file extension. It means I can open it in Notepad++. So, print in Hello World. That would technically... So this is a great thing. Always never be afraid to copy-paste things. So in theory, this would work. So if I save this, and we go to Minecraft Forge, or Minecraft, let's go ahead and do CT reload. Craft Tweaker reload is not part of the vanilla reload command. Oh, that's convenient. Starting complete, and then I need CT. Oh, CT log, please. That goes to logs, Craft Tweaker log. Excellent. Okay, and over here, let's. It's a little smaller, so we can. Or not just a little smaller. Execution for loader. It was made possible by Hooli. Did it print a Hello World anywhere in here? Successfully identified. Following mods of explicit Craft Tweaker support through default plugin, Aquaculture, Cage mods. Craft Tweaker, Farmer's Delight, JEI Tweaker. Started loading scripts for loader initialize. Founding scripts, tags. Found scripts. So no, that did not. Oh no, it did. It's right there. Oop, hello. Loading file example za1.zs with priority 0. Hello world. Hey, look at that. And just to make sure that is in fact ours, not just the copied. This is a customized message. And apparently, I can't type today. Alright, let's go ahead and do save. Oop, save. Minecraft. Flash reload. And let's go ahead and open up CT log. And discuss my message. Apparently I can't type today. Yay, it worked. Okay. Fantastic. Quick question. Where the hell are you being saved to? Logs, Craft Tweaker log. Okay. Scripts. Nope, we need to go to test. And logs. Craft Tweaker log. Okay, that's where we'll be seeing this. That's excellent. Very good, very good. This is very good indeed. Okay. Let's see. From here, go ahead and get this off to the side. Put this on my other monitor. I know you can't see that monitor, but that's okay. That's just going to be where our log lives, and we're going to leave it up there. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill all of this, because I do not need it. Okay, so to change crafting recipes, don't I have to pull in items? Like, don't I have to actually pull in, like, import information? Surely, like, something like this. So we can just do... If not, if we don't have to pull in information or import the classes, we just do copy, paste, and very simply, we can do, as an example, we can call this one warp dust. What was it named? Coal underscore compression. Warp dust underscore MA for mana and artifice. And all we need to do here, go to this and press, swap this out for this. Okay. So we want the recipe for this. Waystone. So we can do. I think it's if we hold the dust in our hands. Warp dust. And we want to do /CT. I think it's hand. Yeah, hand. Boop. So item dot waystones dot warp dust. Item supplementary is hourglass dusts. I think there's a hourglass. Hourglass dust? Egg items supplementary is hourglass dusts. We can actually click the copy here. And we can take this and we can straight up remove this. Highlight that. Control C. Control V. Nope, that was, hang on. That's a mistake right there. Does that have the entire line? Oh, it has the carrots. Okay. I don't actually know what these are actually called. I just call them carrots. Anyway. So items, waystones, warp dust. And we can do. This is going to be a very boring stream. I don't know why anyone would be here willingly watching this. You can see MNA, moat_ender. There. We also want the vanilla items. Actually, now that I think about it, we want the ender pearl. Ender pearl. And amethyst. There we go. That way we can go here and we can say, we can do the same command again. That gives us Minecraft Ender Pearl, which we want to add a shapeless. Clear, if I tweak that into a shapeless, do I need to change anything else here? And then we need Minecraft Air, which is fine. We'll do that. It's fine. Crafting table, add shaped. Air. This is a shapeless recipe. Shapeless recipe. Crafting table dot add shapeless. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. And we want to swap these with something else. So, for example, this is a shapeless one. We want mostly Minecraft Air, but we'd also want an Ender Pearl. So let's go ahead and do the first one is an Ender Pearl. That makes sense in my brain. Swap that to an Minecraft Ender Pearl. We go over here. We actually can see here that this, it says Minecraft _Ender Pearl, which is exactly the same thing as up there. This one is the same thing, except it's amethyst shard, which we actually, if we want to, we don't actually have to remove this whole thing. We can just do amethyst _ shard, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly the same. Yes, it is. And the way you unlock that or you put that on there, if you don't know, is F3H, which turns advanced tooltips on and off. That shows you the item ID of the item you're looking at. There are now 2 people watching me code things. What is wrong with you people? Stop it. Get some help. Go do something else. It's more worthwhile of your time to do anything but be here. Anyway, let's see. And Minecraft Air was just straight up air, right? Where is it? It was here. Yeah, Minecraft Air. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So we can replace coal block with air. Oh yeah, and also if you do that in Notepad++, I forgot you can do Control D? No. There's a way to change all of them at once, and I can't remember how. I don't normally program things. This is actually the first time I've used Notepad++ in like 6 years. Button for it. No, there's a button for it. I'm not gonna remember, am I? It's not as if I just type, right? No, I didn't think so. I think it's Code Studio. It's Control D. Actually, I'm curious. No. Nah. Run. Plugins window, question mark. Command line arguments. Notepad. Notepad was. No. I don't remember jack diddly squat about this, honestly. That's okay. I'll just do them all manually. It's going to be a slow burn today. We're going to be doing things real slow today, ladies and gentlemen. We can actually... Here. Right click. All begin and select. Begin and select. Column mode. Style all occurrences of tokens. Style 1 token. No. Nope. Not sure. Anyway. Oop. Did not mean to press F11 there. Get all these replaced with air. Oh, I guess I don't actually need to use that third line, do I? Because it's a shapeless recipe. I can just leave the third line out. That should work. Let's test that. Now, we're still going to want the colon. The double bracket colon at the end. So we need to move this. Control X. Up to here. So this is in the shape of here, right? Yeah. No, only one bracket. 1 caret, 1 bracket, 1 parentheses. 1 caret, 1 bracket, 1 parentheses. We can scrap this entire bottom line. No. This should work. We'll test it, obviously. I do not want diamond. We want air. Okay, we have ender pearl, amethyst shard. Let's go ahead and do this one. I don't remember off the top of my head, so we're going to do select the mode of ender. We're going to do CT hand. Interesting. Dim light items and lesser motes. Interesting. We want the ender mote specifically, because I figure ender makes sense with teleportation. I keep forgetting that I'm right there, and I look over at my other monitor, and I see my own face. I'm like, what's he doing there? Alright, copy item, M&A, mote, and we're going to replace this coal block with mote ender. So in theory, this would now be a valid recipe. In theory. We're going to save. We're going to go back to Minecraft. We're going to do a /reload. Examples or bracket or comma unexpected scripts are invalid. Now, why would that be? Because this is the kind of thing, once I learn it once, I'm not going to need to learn it again. As you can see, you can also return roll item in this case. Why is that one 2 brackets? The other one is not. Very confusing. Much confusing me, Galileo. Anyway. Oh! Wait. Is it? Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Also, if it's the shapeless, I don't need to include air. Brain. I just need to... This is the shapeless recipe. I just need to copy that part. So I don't actually need the air items here. At all. Comma. Minecraft Flint. Right, I don't need a comma if it is the end of the line. Then I can close Hello World. I don't need that open anymore. Let's see. Minecraft Flint. Item, Minecraft Flint. Bracket, parentheses, colon. Bracket, parentheses, colon. Let's see if that works. Nope. Bracket or comma expected. M&A mode. I'm not sure why I would do the initial bracket. Try. Because it's on 2 separate lines. Chop and get. Is it because I'm an idiot? I'm mixing 2 different things. I think it's because I'm an idiot. I'm mixing 2 different things here. If I have to take a guess. Item Minecraft. Right, because each of the carrots carrots contain the items, carrot, comma, then the other item. Someone is still watching this. What is wrong with you? Anyway, brackets contain the items, the total like group of the items, and then a parentheses contains the recipe name. Yeah, that makes sense in my brain so far. And then you end with a semicolon. Okay. No, that successfully sees that one right there. Sees that one. This feels correct to me. I don't know why I'm stupid. Let's try something completely different. Let's try scrapping what we have there. Copy the shapeless recipe. So we'll just do... Actually, let's do on a new line. That way I can easily copy things over. So once again, we're going to make this recipe's name is Warp Dust MA. We're going to make this item Minecraft Ender Pearl. Oh no, this gives us brain. Come on now. Item Waystones semicolon Warp Dust MA. Nope, not Warp Dust. Just Warp Dust. Thank you. It's going to give us just one, and it's going to give us that for a whopping Minecraft Ender Pearl, a Amethyst Shard, and then it would be immediately after the carrot, comma, space, and then we do moat Ender, space there, and then in theory that's it. That's the whole thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of this part. Let's do save. Do reload. Okay. When I get item name with item Waystone's Warp Dust, item does not appear to exist. Hey, you know what? That means we need to import the item log, I'm pretty sure. Which I should know how to do. Let's see. There was a tutorial elsewhere. I believe I just have to do comments out of line. No. Item definition is abstract item representation of item in game. In-game item runtime. There's only one definition for each registered item during the whole execution of the game. Here, let me bring this over here so you can see what I'm reading. Boop. Okay. Let's see. Item definition, abstract representation of an in-game item. At runtime, there's only one definition for each registered item during the whole execution of the game. Item stack is a bundle of data containing item definition, a stack size, and extra MBT data. Anything in your inventory is an item stack. Tons and tons of them are instantiated during the normal execution of the game. Stack size and extra NBT data. Ingredient is a predicate that matches some item stacks. Like in a cooking recipe, it is essentially a guideline for what fits any recipe. Said guideline can be really strict. 1x pumpkin seeds or vague, 1x any seed. A block say is a block with properties found within a level. Level block, like item definition, only has one instance. MC tag, not to be confused with MBT tags, is a collection of registry objects. Item definitions of blocks, fluids, or biomes, along with any others. MC tags are the ones that have contents, not the other way around. Item definition is in many MC tags, or a single MC tag contains many item definitions. Blocks are used in the context of recipes. MC tags do not contain item stacks, only item definitions. Data, such as stack size or MBTI data, won't be checked at the moment of looking at whether an MC tag contains an item. Ingredients are an abstract template that determine what can go in a recipe. Okay. It seems that by all recipes that take I ingredients as parameters, however, it's a good idea of how matching works with these types. MC tags may also be implicitly as well as explicitly can be converted to I ingredients. They're check more or less like this. Function type. Anytime you want. Boy, there's a lot. Figure registers custom ingredient types that you can use in .json recipes. Following available to use. Craft trigger any list condition transformed partial tag. Ingredient types about half. Yeah, we need to do an import, I think, for the list here. Recipe managers. I'm curious, actually. Crafting? Recipe managers, crafting systems like the crafting table, furnace, or campfire that use a vanilla data pack JSON system. Most recipe managers have the same removal methods, but different methods to add recipes. Recipe managers are generally what you will be using to interact with recipes in the game. However, there are some mods that don't use datapack.json system, and for those mods, you would need to add or remove recipes instantly. Yep, that makes sense. We're not going to be doing any modded crafting tables. I don't have a reason to. Although maybe at some point in the future, maybe I'll make a mod pack that's even more complicated sometime in the future. I'll figure that stuff out, though, on my own. So don't worry about it too much. Maybe. Anyway, let's see. Recipe type, mod ID name. Recipe type, Minecraft smoking. Reference to the smoking recipe. Botania mana infusion. Yep, nope, that all makes sense to me. So, for example, the recipe manager for mana and Artifice is probably something like actually, what was it? Was there MNA? Probably like MNA mana weaving altar or M altar or something like that. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Recipe type, Minecraft smelting. Yep. Smithing, smoking, stone cutting. Full list of recipes. See CT dump recipe type. Just because I'm curious now. Crafting, smelting, blasting, smoking, campfire cooking, warp plate? Oh, when it does its thing and it attunes the gem. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was its own thing. Ender chest crafting, farmer utils drying. Yep, makes sense. Oh yeah, ritual, mana weaving pattern, mana weaving recipe, rune scribing, rune forging, crushing, arcane furnace, multi-block recipe, Eldrin altar recipe, mana weave cache effect recipe, transmutation, progression, fume filter, shape recipe, component recipe, modifier recipe. Tons of stuff. Aged mobs. Still need to remove that mod. Something I would be adding that mod in the long run to this mod pack. Ember is boring. Ember activation, melting, stamping, mixing, metal coefficient, alchemy, boiling, gaseous fuel, catalyst combustion, and Johnstone anvil. Yep, that's all the stuff I was looking for. Okay. From there, that's fine and dandy, like cotton candy. All right. Although I'm looking for a specific recipe, and dumping all recipes is probably going to be somewhere, probably thousands of recipes. Probably more than thousands, actually, now I think about it. Recipes by output, middlesmith, and list of recipes based on outputs, and return to list of recipes. Get recipes by output. Interesting. Global variable, hang on. Vanilla recipe managers can be referenced by either bracket or handle global variables. For example, recipe type Minecraft blasting dot remove all removes all blast furnace recipes. I don't feel like doing that. Thank you very much. That's the same as blast furnace dot remove all. Okay then. Global variables just allow the recipe managers to be referenced easier. The reason that all recipe managers are given global variables is that there are conflicting names of two different mods. Both add a machine with the same name, such as two mods adding crushers, which we know mods like to do. Method gets a recipe by its name and returns a recipe. You could use this method to get the ingredients of recipe and print the command string of each ingredient. So get recipes by name, string name. String name? Let's see. Import craft tweaker api.recipe.type.recipe. Container for an ingredient in crafting table. Get recipe Minecraft arrow as recipe Minecraft I'm not gonna lie, you lost me on that one a little bit. Get recipe by string name. Okay, it's recipe by its name and returns a recipe. Right? I think I understand that. Maybe. Ingredients of all recipes that output a certain item and print the command string of each ingredient recipe. Get all recipes. Remove by name. Method allows you to remove recipes from the recipe manager by the recipe's name. Yep, makes sense. An example for this use case would be removing the recipe for an iron arrow from the crafting table. Crafting table removed by name, Minecraft arrow. Makes sense. Remove by mod ID. Nope, don't want to do that. I do not want to remove all mod IDs. Example use case with method using removing all recipe from Minecraft from the crafting table. Removing all Minecraft recipes. Crafting is a very powerful tool. Anyway, register X, regex, recipes ID, insert regex pattern. Nope, and remove all recipes from recipe manager. How about we don't? I know there's a way. So we know in the logs file here, open craft router back up and go down to the bottom. We could remove all of the things, for example, the, M&A multi-block recipe, but that's not what we want to do. We don't want to do that. From there, actually, hang on. I think we actually see this in game with advanced filters. If we go this, we go to survival inventory, and we do amethyst shards. We can do, recipe ID, Minecraft into glass. So we can go waystones. Recipe ID, waystones, warp dust. Recipe ID, waystones, warp dust. So we would just need to remove that. Can we see that if we do warp dust? Curious. So I think we can. CT. No, we cannot. But noted, that is something we can do. Is we can just do survival, craft this. How do you craft it? You get this recipe. Recipe ID is waystones. Warp dust. Interesting. Okay. We can do. Probably should actually do something smarter than this real quick. We should name this. I think it's called EA, right? So EA warp dust. This is the man and Artifice method of getting it in the Ember and Artifice Modpack. At least that's my logic there. I think that makes some sense. I've seen a couple people pop into stream and then leave. Makes sense. The one person who's still here. Why? Anyway. And also, how long will you stand me talking to you directly? That's the question. Anyway. Okay, so this recipe does work. Let's see if we can figure out why this recipe works. It can, once we have the import for it. Import. Oh god, going back and forth between black and white is really screwing with my brain. There isn't a. Hang on. Just sworn Notepad++ had an option for dark mode, but I don't think it does actually. I don't think it does. Oh well. It is what it is. No. No. That wouldn't make any sense. It'd be under view. Settings, maybe. Actually, settings. Tab bar. Dark mode. Ha! There we go. Now I'm not flashbanging everyone as soon as I freaking go from one to the other. I knew it was an option somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Adding a recipe, ensure your recipe names are unique. Adding shapeless recipes. Function adds a shapeless recipe to the crafting table. A shapeless recipes ignore position of the input items. The ordering of items for creating a recipe does not matter. Shapeless recipes can have up to 9 inputs, but those with 4 or less inputs can also be crafted in the 2x2 inventory grid. Crafting table recipes can also output more than one item of the amount. Crafting recipes can also output more than one amount of the output item. This can be achieved by using the item stack multiplication operator on the output item. Yes, that's the thing I can do. Enable add shapeless shapes. Example 1, Minecraft grass is made from wheat, seeds, and dirt. Yep, that makes sense in my brain. Examples on how to use recipe functions. Adding shaped and shaped mirror recipes. So here's my question, actually. I'm going to take this real quick. I'm going to... It's to comment out a line. It's... I believe it's a single numpad. Cancel out a line real quick. I'm going to do the exact same item. So without a comment. Put this up here. And we're going to keep all of this the exact same, except we're going to get rid of the moat. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to save. It's a lot less colorful now in dark mode. Anyway. Go do reload real quick. Just want to test something. Not get item with item waystones or item does not appear to exist. Oop, wrong button. Just to be clear, if I check the recipe for warp dust, there's only one recipe for warp dust. Okay. So the problem is it doesn't know that warp dust exists. Let me go back to here. No, that's not a problem. It's a matter of I need to import that thing. Is that tutorials? Start with scripts. I've gone too far, I think. Scripts, comments. Alternative line. Yep. Unfortunately, at the top of the file, a variable declaration should be at the top of the file, so that variable can be defined anywhere in the script, however, should not be accessible. Will not be accessible with lines above the variable declaration. Yep, makes sense. Script files have the .zs suffix. Make sure that it isn't .zs.text. Yep, oh, that makes sense. That's basic stuff. Even I know that. Scripts, yep. Scripts can reload, just run /reload. Oh, it's actually just /reload right here. I thought it was CT reload. Anyway. Oh, Minecraft, look at log, run CT log. Where'd the freaking logs folder? Or the oh, hang on. Go to the top. I don't want logs. I want that. Thank you. What's in here under? Is there imports? All parameters after the inputs are optional. Cooking, plot recipe, book tab off refers to a common value. Recipe type, farmer's delight, cooking. Add recipes, cooking plot. So this just works without actually importing anything. Running and string examples don't affect your current setup. Really? So this would make what? Add recipe, cooking block, test. So make an enchanted golden apple with a golden block apple. So it makes an enchanted golden apple. Let's go ahead and remove no load. Over to comment or remove the line if you want to see pretty good. Remove the line if you want to see. Let's go ahead and remove that. Do a save. Reload. So it's yelling about my script, which is fine. We want a enchanted golden apple. Nope. Doesn't exist. Interesting. Did it yell about... Nope, it's still just yelling about warp dust. Look at the log again real quick. I really need to clear this. Let's see. Scripts are invalid. Execution for loader craft report successful. Let's see. Error, we're running scripts. Yeah, that's my one. Connected item with warpstone design list. That's still that one. It may not actually. This one may not actually print anything. Interesting. It's also possible JEI doesn't actually show the recipe. That's not right. It should. Let's go ahead and just do no load. Let's put that back. Save. Okay. Let's actually figure out how to import a thing. I know I've seen it in a tutorial. I just can't find it for some reason. I keep getting distracted because I'm very distractible. Global keywords. Brewing. Ingredients and recipes. I actually don't know where the import line is. Oh, I know how subfolders work, believe it or not. Latest log. Well, speaking of logs, let me go ahead and clear that one real quick. Boop. Help if I freaking close it first. How is it open? It's not open. Alright, sure. Sit above the type is what the correct handler is being called. Mod ID is mod object. Name is the name of the object being referenced. Yep. Oh, I understand that. Tag format. Examples of the script. Yeah, I understand that too, believe it or not. Okay, but how do I import the item list? Because clearly I need to. Hang on, let me pull up the arguably bad form, but I'm gonna pull up the first version. Let me get this out of the way, just in case something silly happens. We're gonna pull up a different mod pack, one that works properly. Ignore that. Still not Earl Craft. I don't know what we're talking about. We're gonna see how they do theirs. I think it's under Shiv. Yeah, it's under Shiv. Import craftweaker.item item stack. Where on earth does it actually say to do that in this tutorial? I mean, like, let me put it this way. These people are very smart. People who make RL craft. I guarantee you theirs makes a lot of sense. Actually, this does belong here on the screen. Just I need this. Commands. No, this is the in-game commands. I don't need these. CD recipes. No arguments are given. This recipe generates a full recipe list. The hand argument spread it generates all recipes for the held item. Recipe list generated. Check the logs file. Recipe list generated. Check the logs craft weaker file. Recipe type. Recipe type Minecraft crafting. Crafting table add shapeless waystones warp dust. Waystones warp dust, ender pearl, amethyst shards. Okay. That's something at least. Also, that actually should clear it real quick. That log. Boop. Still open. I don't believe you. Okay. Let's see. Apparently it's open in Java, so I'm assuming Minecraft is actually keeping it open right now, which is interesting. Makes sense. Minecraft is currently writing to it. That does make some simple sense. Okay. You figure out how to get the recipe for an item. That's a big step. Learning how recipes work. Yay! I feel slightly less dumb. Still pretty dumb, but slightly less dumb. what do I have? So this is the one that actually adds, like, removes all the recipes, right? Including, yeah, this straight up removes modded recipes too. Let's do real quick. I want to find import. So I want to find every single time it says import in this thing. So the next one's here. It's just these imports. That's what I thought. I understand the import's supposed to be at the top. That's what I thought. So we shouldn't need loot pool, loot table, or loot tweaker. We should just be looking for craft tweaker item stack. Because nothing in here, because these are for, like, the loots. Or not loots, these are for items, right? In theory, this copied over to here. And in theory, that will work. Wouldn't save that. Nope, didn't think so. Cannot get item with warpstone, warp dust. Okay, does that actually? Waystones, warp dust. Did I seriously forget to fucking put a underscore? Is that my problem? Is I forgot to put an underscore? I want to remove the comment because I'm confident that was actually the problem. Ah! Okay, different error. I got a different error. Let's see. Error while compiling scripts. EA1 cannot find craft tweaker item stack. Apparently, I don't need that. Okay. Examples: invalid recipe name, EA warp dust. Mistakes: it must be all lowercase. Oh, all lower. Okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. Didn't know that. That's good to know. Wonder why. Why does it have to be all lowercase? Must be all lowercase. Recipe with the name EA warp dust MA already exists and will be overwritten. This most like an error in your scripts. Yes, because these are the same. MA2. Oh, probably should save that before I try and reload. No errors. Holy cow. Oh my god, I've relearned something I learned 6 years ago. So now if we do this, there are now 3 recipes for it. So you can get it using an Ender Pearl, Amethyst Shard, Mode of Ender, and you get 1. You can get an Ender Pearl and Amethyst Shard, and you get 4. I don't know why you'd ever do any recipe but this one, obviously, because we're going to remove this recipe. This recipe, ID Waystone's Warp Dust. Recipe, Craft Tweaker, EA Warp Dust _ MA. Nice. Okay, so we've got that. So let's go ahead and remove this recipe. And to remove a recipe, let's look at these guys real quick, because they have a bunch of them. Recipes.remove. Let's go ahead and just copy this real quick. So we want to remove the recipe for... This was called Waystones, warp dust. Waystones, warp, nope, underscore, warp _ dust. Let's go ahead and, no. Cancel. Save. And do a reload. Invalid bracket expression, no prefix, Waystones. Invalid bracket expression, no prefix, Waystones. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies, but something has come up, and I unfortunately am no longer able to stream for the rest of the night. We'll be back tomorrow. We should be back tomorrow, normal time, with Star Wars and with more Minecraft. Might be able to get this done later tonight, on my own, without the stream. My apologies. Unfortunately, life must go on, and life does happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a pleasant morning, afternoon, evening, and good night.